So what's the new record called?
The new record's called Trials and Truths. We wrote it over we finished our last record in 2014, so we've basically just been writing it ever since.
Yeah.
And it took us a year and a half to write, and then we went out to LA with the same producer that did the last one.
Cool.
Tom Monahan. He recorded it, and then, yeah, it's just finally out. So we've been...
Man, it's gotta feel good.
Yeah. we were finished with the record a year and a half ago, and it's finally out. So, but I think that's just part of the process. Is you finish it and then you just keep
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's such a brutal process though, having to wait.
Yeah.
It
was
you've
good.
done this thing and then it takes forever to come out. I guess.
It was good for us though, because I feel like on the first record it was really fast how we wrote it and everything. So we had a lot more time to actually process the songs and live with them a little bit more and learn how to play them live. So now
good.
we're actually getting to play them live.
Yeah.
But I feel like the sound changed a little bit. So it was kind of, after we were done recording the record, it took us a while to figure out how we were actually going to do it live.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now you're from Denton, right?
Yeah, I grew up right outside of Denton. Me and Cody did, and then we moved here 6 years ago. Or it's actually be 7 this year in the fall to go to ACM, and then kind of through ACM and just playing around in Oklahoma City, we met the rest of the guys. So with Alberto, Zach, and Alex joined in 2014 or 2013.
Was it that late?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was way earlier than that. It feels like forever ago.
It feels like a really long time ago, but I think it's only been 3.5 years.
Oh, that's nuts.
But yeah. So I feel like in the last 3.5 years, we've just all kind of grown.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch as people and as players. So we've just done more touring in the last 3 years than I've done in my entire life. So I think that alone kind of gets everybody together.
So how's touring been?
Great.
Yeah.
It's been super awesome.
That's awesome.
We kind of just been all over the place for the last couple of years, and now we're starting to do. We're going back over to England this year and
sick.
Europe, and then we're also going down to South by Southwest. So.
How many shows you do in South by?
Right now we've got 5. So.
Oh man. Are they spread out, or you guys got all the days just running from place to place?
Basically Wednesday through Saturday we're slammed.
Cool.
So, and we're just doing a bunch of press and stuff. It's kind of, South by is always super hectic, but
it's crazy down there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I haven't been since I guess 2013.
Yeah.
And there's some days I don't know if I would go back. If I didn't have a very specific reason.
If you don't have a reason to be down there, it's not the most fun festival. But it's fun when you're down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're playing it and you're you just get to see so many people that you might not normally get to see, and you run into, there's just so much industry people down there. So
is there a specific show that you're amped about during South by?
Kind of all of them. They're all just very different. Some are day shows and some are official showcases.
Cool.
It's actually our record label's 20th anniversary.
Tell me about the record label.
Yeah, so they're based out of London. We got signed 5 years ago with them.
Bella Union?
Bella Union, yeah. So,
now, they're pretty new in the U.S. though, right?
Yes, they just, they've kind of had a little bit of a presence over here for a while, but as far, they're way more situated over in Europe and things like that. So that's obviously where they're based out of and where he's from. So it's just interesting touring over there and seeing people react to the record label, because it's over there. I feel like a lot of people follow that record label.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what are the other artists on the record label?
Fleet Foxes, Flaming Lips,
Yeah.
Beach House, all the good indie rock bands.
Yeah.
Good old hometown Flaming Lips.
Hometown Flaming Lips.
I know.
So you just played Lollapalooza?
We did last year. That was our first major American festival, and we did a couple months with El King last early in the spring, and then.
Cool.
Last fall we did a full Canadian and American tour with this band from Australia called the Paper Kites.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
How was that tour?
It was great. We toured with them before, so
that's awesome.
It was really good to get back out on the road with them.
So how was it being on stage at Lollapalooza?
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
That's a insane amount of people there. I don't know how many people it brings, but the pictures are always.
I think this year it sold out at 120,000, and they were doing it was their 15th anniversary, so they were doing a bunch of stuff for that. So they did like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it was 4 days actually. How long have this shop been open, Jake?
Man, this shop's actually been around for in total about 3 years.
Oh, awesome.
I moved back to Oklahoma City about a year ago with my wife.
Very cool.
March 12th actually been my year mark here.
Were you up in Bartlesville?
I was in Enid.
Enid, that's right.
Same thing. Like, I mean, it's like
small town,
mid-sized town in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Is that where you started, like, actually cutting?
Yeah. So I was here in Oklahoma City, and I was just like playing in bands, doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Let the chase of the dream go a little too long.
Yes.
It was good. Like, you'd be surprised how much a human being can learn from being in a band about marketing and business and things like that. I mean, you get it.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really lucky that when I came back and when I started barbering, I had that sort of under my...
like the mentality of
it. Under my belt, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been good to be back in Oklahoma City. Enid's great. It's my hometown.
Yeah.
But it's Enid.
Did you go out there just to like learn how to cut hair?
Yeah, so I'm from there.
Okay.
And there's a guy, his name's Josh Ward. He owns a place called Blue Jays Barbershop.
Yeah.
And he offered me this apprenticeship. So I'm technically, I don't know if I'm the last, but I'm like one of the last like true traditional apprentices in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they changed the laws in the middle of my apprenticeship.
Yeah.
It used to be that a barber could be a barber for 2 years and take an apprentice.
Yeah.
But now it is not that way. You have to have like an instructor's license and a lot of different stuff, and you can still sort of apprentice, but it's just different, you know? So I got really lucky. I learned from him. He was a really, really good teacher.
That's awesome.
Alex told me you're writing a new record?
Yes, we are, yeah. We started, I mean, it's kind of, we're always just kind of writing. And I started, I mean, the moment we were back from LA, we started writing the new record, which is 1.5 years ago. But, yeah, I mean, we start going to the studio this week and demoing stuff out. And, yeah, I mean, we're kind of trying to finish the record this year and try to immediately just keep going, which will be interesting in between touring and everything like that. I mean,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're just, I don't know. I feel like we're just constantly always writing, and like I think some bands stop after they're done touring and spend an amount of time to write the new record, then they go in the studio. But it's never really been that way for us. Like I'm just constantly always writing and always have ideas and get inspiration from things that are going on currently. So it's just, I feel like you have to just keep writing and then pick what you want to actually record.
So you've gotten older, and I know, I mean, like as a songwriter, as you get older, things change. Obviously, you know, totally. You're not young and experiencing maybe the same emotions that you were.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of like, what's the song content going into writing these new songs? Like, what are you writing about?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's constantly changing and constantly evolving with who you are as a person and what you're focused on in your life. And I think the reality is, what I get out of a good song is something that seems a little bit universal to people. So that's kind of what I'm always trying to think about. What people, there's got to be a feeling that I'm feeling that pretty much everyone else in the world has felt at one point in time in one way or another. So that's just. Do you normally play music in the shop, or is it kind of people get to choose what they listen to? Or
no, this is sort of my domain.
Yeah, totally.
Lately, I listen to a lot of like. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of trap music.
Yeah.
I listen to like Migos and stuff like that. But as far as like, you can't really play that. I get a lot of kids in here, so like, as much as I do believe like, I'm gonna play whatever I want to play, I kind of have to, I don't know, keep it somewhat PG. And then, but man, I've been listening to a lot of songwriters. I mean, I'm always playing John Moreland in here.
I just saw John Moreland last week.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he's incredible. He's just so incredible.
He was down in Fort Worth with John Calvin.
That's cool. I mean, we're really lucky to have songwriters. I mean, you, John.
Yeah, there's a bunch of... I feel like that's just part of the Southern culture, songwriting.
Telling stories, man.
Yeah, Texas and Oklahoma and stuff like that.
And that's kind of the joy of, you know, we get lucky to be able to see these people and see you guys.
Yeah.
On a more regular basis, I think, than a lot of people do, obviously.
Oh, yeah. That's something that every time we go over to Europe, a lot of people are like listening to Sam Crane or John Moreland or all these people that.
Yeah, Oklahoma's like a thing right now.
It is.
I was talking to Wink Burcham about this.
Yeah.
He was explaining to me that it's not just specifically Americana music or like singer-songwriter or songwriter music that comes out of Oklahoma. But it's like Oklahoma specifically. People are really digging that's what's coming specifically from our state.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I've always said if you can kind of make a following in Oklahoma City, you can make a following anywhere.
Yeah.
At $1 million, well, I guess I'd be alright. I still have my problems and I lie awake at night. I don't think there's an answer for something you can't find. Only in the moments can you capture what is right, what is right, what is right. If I had $1 million choices, I think I'd still take mine. Nothing's ever perfect, and it's how you make it right. But you can't change the reason if you've never seen the rhyme. Well, I've only got one shot at this, so I better make it mine. Make it mine. Make it mine. I had $1 million choices, I'd take you every time. Sitting tall along my wall, my head rests on your breast. Well, I painted you a picture, but it's stuck inside my mind. Everything I love is always on my mind. And everything I have is always on my mind. And everything I lost is always on my mind.